So if you're the kind of person that likes to track a lot of your progress, this video is for you. My question is, how do you know when you're training at elite levels? How do you know, as a person that is probably barely starting and maybe you feel like you're at this certain point of your path that you've started, like you're training at a way different level than you were? How do you measure that? Let's say that you're a bodybuilder. I watched this video recently. It was a short video where this gentleman, really big and built and just a monster, he threw out something that stated, if you're training at elite levels, you're usually able to do about 40 straight push-ups, and once you're doing above that, then you know that you've been doing this for 7+ years, 5+ years, and so on. And in a sense, it's true, but you can use that same thinking as far as maybe you're a soccer player, maybe you're a football player, you know what I mean? And you like tracking those micro key points, I guess you would say, as far as your progress. Then counting, if you're a soccer player, your repetitions. How long does it take you to land a trick shot, right? If you want to focus on one corner of the goalpost, if you can do it within 20 tries, I mean, if you could do it within 5 tries, a way to measure exactly where you're at as far as your foot, your your mind to muscle, and so on. If you're a bodybuilder, I would say more around repetitions, right? If I can bench 185 pounds straight for about 25 reps, then obviously you would say that I could bench all right. I'm at a certain level. That was just an example, so don't get technical. But right now, I'm really involved in soccer. It's one of my favorite sports. I love it to DEATH. And anyways, as the example, you can tell where you're at as far as your training. If you need to practice more with your left foot and you can't make a trick shot or set up a trash can 25 feet away and hit it 3 times in a row within, 10 tries, then that's a great way to measure technical shots, right? If you're in a big game and the pressure's on, how do you put the pressure on yourself to get better? How do you train in order to narrow down your focus when you're taking a shot? One way that I do it is, if I want to do a trick shot, I'll set it up to the point where I tell myself I can't leave the field until I land this trick shot. It's a way to put the pressure on myself, because to me, I got the thought, I want to do something, I see the reality of it, I can envision it. It should be able to be ASAP Rocky that I land that trick shot. So therefore, I end up putting in a lot of repetitions within a short amount of time. So the more shots you take at that trash can from 25 feet away, is the more practice, more training, more everything that you would put on that certain leg. Again, it's not recommended to do this. Well, I don't think I actually said it, but I wouldn't recommend you do it as an everyday thing. Unless you're a lot younger, it's possible. Unless you're 30 and above, I definitely would recommend that you have rest days. But it's a great way to build muscle in your legs if we're focusing, for example, as in the soccer player. Something I have been telling myself lately, and it's been the guiding light to my training sessions, is that when I think about elite athletes, I think that their training sessions are very much based off the basics, and then they stem from there, right? So in the same context, if you want to train elite or become elite, then you got to train at elite levels. And it's kind of hard to tell, more or less, because the elites already have personal trainers and all these other different things that are already paid for to get them and to keep them maintained, you know what I mean? But how does the regular person do it for themselves? But that philosophy has been pushing me so far, is if I want to train elite, then if I want to become elite, then I got to train at elite levels. So you can look at your training sessions in that context and research who is out there doing those kinds of elite training stuff, things, whatever you want to call it. I'm not really trying to throw out that elite word so much to where it gets so watered down and it sounds like such an ugly word, but I'm just saying, if you want to be elite, You got to start thinking that way. So if you think about it in that context of breaking it down into 10,000 hours on your right foot, 10,000 hours on your left foot, here's some other stuff I've been thinking about too before I leave the field. So in a real game, right, you want usually with the team that is rocking with their chemistry, you guys can go 1, 2 touches, 3 touches quick. You can move the ball around fast. And so look at when you're in training and you use this type of philosophy, I guess you would say, to go for repetition. I mean, the more touches you get in training, is usually the more accurate you are in game, if you know what I mean. So if you're touching the ball as much as you can with working on your 10,000 hours on your right foot, I mean, all the technical stuff you can think of, how many touches do you think it does take for these freestylers to go and learn how to juggle the ball around and do all these crazy tricks that not very many of the average players can do? It's all time, man. Learn to manage it, learn to create it, learn how to use it wisely, and you never know, the results could come out pretty good. Get better and building your training sessions, finding more things that are fun to you instead of just so repetitive over and over. Getting creative with your creativity is, I think, really important. It makes it training, yes, of course, it's got to be serious, but it makes it fun too. In the end, it makes you want to go back to it. You know what I mean? It's not something that you hate looking forward to. I wouldn't step into soccer and want to be a pro just to be like, fuck, I gotta show up tomorrow again. Like, I make money, dude. Come on, I'm the best player there is. When in reality, I want to wake up like, yeah, my name's Messi, or yeah, my name's Ronaldo, or oh yeah, my name's Neymar, or Ronaldinho, or you know what I mean?